Alright, NXT. The aftermath of Stand and Deliver on Saturday on YouTube. I had to say it. I'm going to make this very clear. Now, next to actually look like I'm catching a cold, I caught a cold. I'm stuffy. I watched this show on YouTube. It was alright. But guess what? It was on YouTube. They devalued their brand. I'm going to say it again. WWE just devalued the brand by putting it on YouTube. They devalued it. So when you look at the show, and there was stuff in here, it didn't feel special. Doesn't feel special. And I'm like, what the hell just happened? You can say a lot about this version of NXT. It isn't as flashy as if it was black and gold. It's way better than what it was when it was multicolored NXT under Vince McMahon. But once Triple H directly started doing booking instead of Shawn Michaels, that's it. It doesn't feel special anymore. It doesn't feel unique. And one of the things that I know JD does not like Silver and Gold NXT. Alex doesn't like Silver and Gold NXT. Solomon doesn't care about Silver and Gold NXT. But they're not looking at it objectively. I'm looking at it objectively. I'm the one who, next to whatever few people that were reviewing it, from the time Vince took it up until now, they haven't really been reviewing it. None of them did. And gave their full opinions. They just didn't like the product. But you can still review something you don't like if you think it has some value. And NXT, once Vince was gone and Shawn Michaels took control of it, I can at least say it was not the greatest, but at least it gave the basics to the talent. And now that basics to the talent doesn't feel like it's there now. It feels hollow. Particularly that you're not doing a pay-per-view, PLE, and you throw it on YouTube just like you would throw AAA on YouTube. I'm sure you're going to put, sooner or later, Evolve on YouTube. Because I know Evolve is, it's where it is. I don't remember which, where it is. I don't think it's on Hulu, is it? Don't remember. But sooner or later, they're going to even take that off there because they'll discover it's going to be more cost effective. Put it on YouTube as well. And I'm like, you just devalued your brand. And now it doesn't feel special. And I'm not even saying it was special like black and gold. It's not. It's not even close to the black and gold that those guys loved. But at least it had its own character. Which wasn't great, but at least it was there. Let's do this quickly because since it looks like I got a cold, I want to get this over with. So Ruka versus Izzy Dane. They opened up with this, the first match. The key here was Zarya. Zarya didn't end this. Zarya attacked Soul and speared her out of her sneakers. And Izzy won. But here's the thing. Izzy's supposed to be acting like she's some big shit, but she lost to Tatum. She did. So she doesn't feel special. She got her ass kicked by Tatum. She did. She didn't show, and this is the thing. She's not showing any frustration, any lack of determination, nothing. It looked like nothing ever happened. Like she didn't lose to Tatum, and now she's just going on with what she did before, and that's a mistake. Whether she stays with the culling or not, she should have shown frustration that she could not beat Tatum, or at least try to say, okay, Tatum's finally succeeded. You could have done a culling scene, and could have had Izzy Dane show, well, I lost. But guess what? Finally, one of the females that was made from the culling proved that she can be of the culling. That's it. No. Nothing. Okay, next. Three-way. Josh versus a little bit of Carver versus a little bit of Jasper Troy. Oh, I am really getting congested. Woo. I don't know how far they're going to go with this big man feud. Who is the best big man? Is it Josh Briggs? Is it Jasper Troy? Or is it Carver? I don't know how far they're going to push this. Yes, Carver won the match. But it feels like it's not completed. It feels like it has to be ongoing. It has to be something where all three of these guys got to keep fighting one another. I kind of wish that Keanu hadn't won. That it was basically nobody won. That's what I think would have been better. That nobody won that match. I wish they hadn't done a triple threat. I wish it had been still 2-on-2 and it kept getting disqualified. And the next pay-per-view, which it's not going to be on there. It's going to probably be on YouTube again. That would have been a better thing to do. Instead of just throwing them all together because they just wanted to get the match over with. It doesn't feel special. I'm going to keep saying it. 8-man tag, because of what happened in the beginning of the show, where we had Tony D come out, talk about that he's now the king. And he don't care who's around. He's going to keep his damn title. And what do we get? All 4 competitors from Stand and Deliver. All of them saying they need to challenge Tony D. Joe Henry came out first. Then Ethan Page came out. Then a little bit of Ricky. All of them came out to speak. And then where is the Dark State we liked before? Dark State comes out and they get their asses handed to them for about 2 or 3 minutes, but then hand it back. And then hand it to them and hand it back. Whole bunch of security. That was when they went into commercial. Then they had the match. Now, Ethan Page managed to kick a Tony D in the face. And then he pinned Suge, which I'm not surprised. Suge is the poster boy of getting his ass whooped and then getting pinned. But what does this mean? I don't know. I don't know what's going to mean for Dark State. Are they finally going to break them up? I wish they would because they're done. I don't care about Lennox. I don't care about Suge. Well, Osiris and Cutler, I do think have something. Suge don't got anything. They really have not done anything with Suge. And Deion Lennox, they pushed his ass. And they pushed his ass. And they pushed him again. They gave him a lot. The question now is, are they going to be one to keep him or not? Because I don't know. Moving on. Let me give it to you like this. The Speed Tournament match versus a Starboy Hall versus Lexus King. I'm not going to say that this was a great match. I'm not. Because it's not about the match quality of the Speed Tournament. This is about what they want to do with Starboy Hall. Kind of reminds me. Makes me think of Scott Hall for some reason. It's not because he has the same name as Hall. I don't know what it is. Could it be his actual kid? I don't know. I didn't check. But he reminds me of Scott Hall. He just does. He's just very athletic. He lost the match. Not surprised. Lexus King in the Birthright is moving forward with the Speed title. I'm alright with that. But the question is, what are they going to do with Starboy? Because as far as I can tell, it's not about how good he is in the ring. It's about what else they want to do with him. And I don't care what you say about, oh, he's been great in the West Coast and the independent scene. You got to see his stuff. I don't give a damn about his stuff. I care about what NXT is going to do with him. And I don't see anything yet, so I'm waiting. Alright, let me give it to you like this. Lola Vice's segment. I'm going to give you this. Is Lola a good good on the mic? Nope. Is she dry on the mic? Yes. She needs more work. She's not like Randy Orton, who had to learn to go from being really monotone and then learn how to make that monotone sound relevant, to give it emotion, because you can talk like this, but also you can be, I could talk like this, but I can still show my emotion because I can show you that I care so much about you. Something. She's monotone, but she doesn't know how to own being monotone. She doesn't know it yet. She's only been in business, 2-3 years? She has a lot of work ahead of her. Did she own the segment before JC Jane came out? She was effective. But do I care about Lola Vice? I don't know yet. I mean, I've seen her for all these years. I don't hate her. But when they keep again and again beating over your head, she's the first, like a lot of people, the first Cuban American, the first Puerto Rican, the first Dominican, the first Mexican, the first Black, the first Irish. When does it start becoming to the point the first means nothing because it's irrelevant? I'm sorry. I'm half Black, half Puerto Rican, with some Native American, maybe Chinese mixed in with it. If I was a pro wrestler, I'm going to say I'm the first mixed American who has so many backgrounds. I'm going to win. I'm going to be the first of someone who's totally mixed up. You only do it once in a while. It's not about if you're the first one. It's the point of making it feel relevant when it is the first one. When you do it so many times, it becomes irrelevant. Look, when Kobe won WrestleMania, it was an extremely rare occurrence that he did that because it was special. Very rarely do they ever mention the race. Here, they do it almost all the time, particularly with Latin Americans. She's Cubano. Fine. They've done this with Puerto Ricans. They've done this with Mexicans. They've done this with Dominicans. They've done it with so many, it doesn't feel special. The only time when it means to be special, only time, it should be for a pay-per-view. And we didn't even get that on Saturday. What did we get? We got a YouTube show. Now, it doesn't feel important. And I think this just covers everything here. It's not important. This, guys, they made the most monumental mistake they could have. If this is the first of many shows they're just going to throw on YouTube because they think, well, let's make it very clear. NXT is not really making that much money. And it's not really giving that much interest. So we're just throwing on YouTube. It's not the point. You don't want to devalue a brand that has been pushed for years meaning something. And it does make a difference. If it was Triple H himself who did this, it was Ari Emanuel who made the decision, if it was Nick Khan who made the decision, or hell, if anyone's seen my Gunt report, and I'm talking about Silver Lake, because you guys can check it for yourself, Silver Lake owns the majority shares of Endeavor. Ari is no longer the owner of Endeavor. He's not the owner of UFC, WWE, or TKO. He doesn't own it. He's just the CEO of it. It makes no difference. The moment you do that, you devalue something that hurts your product. And the way they've been going anyway, trying to make the product a character like Vince McMahon was once a character, it may just hurt it. But this is just me, and I hope you enjoy this. Sorry, I am sick. I got sick. I got a cold. If I don't do Dynamite tomorrow, which is today, actually it's 12 something in the morning. If I don't do it, I'm sorry. I'll try and do it the next day. Peace.